What is going on, everyone? It's Nero again. Today for you, some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 playing some Domination. This time on the map Aftermath using a QBB LSW light machine gun. We have EOTech sight and FMJ on. It's a pretty good gun. It's a pretty monstrous gun, actually. And playing with a party of subscribers and Mr. Boss for the win. You guys will be seeing that. And it's actually funny, though, right? So this QBB. So yesterday I made this video saying, hey, I think LMGs might actually be the best weapons here in Black Ops 2. And yesterday I ran a poll on Twitter, and I asked you guys, well, maybe not you guys. I mean, I'm not sure how many of you actually follow me on Twitter, but I asked my Twitter followers, what do they believe to be the best LMG in the game? Like, we've established LMGs are pretty good guns. They are. Whether or not they're the best weapon category in the game, that's up for debate. But I want to know, of the LMGs, which is your favorite? And I can't pick one yet. I don't know yet. I like them all too much. Like, they all just seem to work really, really well. And you guys are the same way. On Twitter, you guys are the same way. Like, you guys replied, and I got equal votes for the MK48. I got equal votes for the Hammer. I got equal votes for the LSAT. If anything, the least voted for one was probably the QBB. And the reason I think that might be is the fact that it has a 75 round mag instead of 100. And also, it's pretty weak. It actually is a weaker one, but it makes up for it in terms of the fire rate. So, to each his own. I actually like the QBB a lot. I have a lot of gameplays with it, but yeah, it's pretty interesting how no one can really agree. Like, it's not 100% unanimous as to what the best light machine gun is in the game. They're all good. They're all just monsters. But I wanted to make this video, and I guess I should cover on this real quick too. The reason the gameplay is rather short is because we're only going to be seeing the first half of this domination match. Like I said, me, Mr. Boss for the win, some subscribers, and we just dominate this other team. They didn't like that very much. They back out as usual, and the other team didn't really fill up. There's like 3 people on the other team the entire second half of the match. So I'm like, yeah, we don't need to see that. We'll see the first half here, and the first half's pretty good. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. But I want to make this video talking about a new Let's Play that's moving up here on NerosCinema, The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. So I've said before, I'm a fan of The Walking Dead. I like this show a lot. It's a really interesting show. I think I started just before Season 3, and I'm like, was this show good? Am I going to like this show? And everyone's like, yeah. I'm like, well, if I were to watch the first episode, because the episode's like an hour long, it sounds like a lot of a commitment to someone that isn't really sure if they're going to like the show or not. And I'm like, if I watch the whole first episode, will I just be at the point where I just want to not sleep until I see the rest of them? And they'll be like, yeah, and everyone's like, yes, you'll definitely love it. And I watched the first episode, and that weekend I watched the whole first 2 seasons and caught myself up, and now I'm here in Season 3. And I really like the show. The Walking Dead's a really good show. And when the game came out, it's funny because they really didn't advertise the whole Walking Dead Survival Instinct game a whole lot. I mean, I think there were signs for it at my local Walmart, but there were no commercials. There's no people talking about it on Twitter. There's no commentators really discussing it, to my knowledge anyway, any ones I watch. And I'm like, wow, I had no idea this game was even really coming out. So what it is, it's a first-person shooter. It's not like the other Walking Dead game, the Telltale game, which is essentially just a walking storybook. This game is somewhat similar to that, but it's a first-person shooter. But then again, shooting isn't necessarily the best option in a lot of cases in that game because that attracts the walkers. It basically stars Daryl and Merle right towards the beginning of the apocalypse, the infection. What would you call it? Somewhere around there in that time period. And the game is set before they actually meet everyone else, like outside of Atlanta, before they met the whole group, the whole gang, before they met them. So it's set before then. And I think that's the whole point of the game, is to get to that point. I'm not entirely positive. I haven't beaten the game quite yet. And it's really interesting. It's a really fun game. What you picture, like, if you try to picture a Walking Dead game, like when you watch The Walking Dead, how many times do you watch that and you're like, man, that'd be a fun game. Like, you got this big open world, you're trying to survive, you see a bunch of walkers in front of the gas station or something like that, and you need to figure out how you can get inside that gas station and get to what you need, or just lots of different decisions that go into the game. Like, you can play the game like 8 times, and I think different things will happen every time because you have to make a choice in that game, whether you want to go this way or that way. And there's no backtracking. You make your choice left or right, and if you go left or right, if you go right, you can't go back to left. You have to start a whole new game if you want to see what happens if you go left. So it's a really interesting game. I think it's going to be a really interesting playthrough. How I plan to do it is I have 2 episodes of it already up on my channel right now, and I plan to post 2 episodes of it every day because I'm not sure how long the playthrough is going to be. It could be 10 episodes. It could be 30 episodes. I don't know how long the game's going to run yet. And if it is one of those games where it's a 30 episode series, I didn't want to spread that out over a month, like one every day at noon, similar to how I did the Undead Nightmare for Red Dead. I didn't want to do it that way because the game just came out. You guys don't want to wait a month to see what happens. If I'm going to be a good showman, I'm going to have to put up 2 of them a day. So how I'm going to do this is this is all Eastern Standard Time, mind you. at 8 o'clock in the morning, a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to put up a new episode of The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. Then at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to put up another episode of The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. And at about 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to put a Black Ops 2 video up. So for a while now, until I post the entire playthrough of The Walking Dead game, there's going to be 3 videos a day here on my channel. How does this affect you? It can either doesn't affect you or it makes you happy. If you're interested in this playthrough, there's going to be 2 episodes of it every day. Now, make sure to watch them in order. I think that's kind of a big deal. But there's going to be 2 episodes going up every day. You can come to my channel every day after school, after work, whatever, and go watch them. If you have no interest in this series at all, that's fine too. You can just wait. Every night there'll still be a Black Ops 2 video, just like there always has been. So I think it's gonna be a cool thing. It's gonna be fun trying to manage 3 videos a day, something I've never really tackled before, but I think it's gonna be fun. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Please don't leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. If you guys like to start up on the playthrough, they're on my channel. First 2 episodes. Have a great day, guys.